Hey everyone, my name is Jason Ashton, and I'm a Modern Application Solution Specialist here at NGINX. I want to talk a little bit about the NGINX Value Proposition as I see it. I think it's a rather important one, and most of this information is coming from my interactions and the feedback and conversations that I'm having with customers out in the field. So over the years, I've come to learn that most companies are familiar with NGINX. And frankly, most companies are actually using NGINX in some form or fashion. A lot of times it's from an open source perspective, and it's usually to solve a single use case here and single use case there. With that, I've realized that a lot of companies don't understand exactly how much of the NGINX application platform is able to become a foundation as opposed to just a single point solution here or there. And so I've gotten in the habit of taking every opportunity that I can to ensure that everyone understands the breadth of the NGINX value proposition. One of the reasons that NGINX has such a huge value proposition for organizations dealing with these types of challenges we're going to talk about in a second is because of how much money it's actually costing in lost production, in duplicate tools, in the overhead and the teams that it costs to actually maintain and manage these solutions. And all the while, all of these solutions are typically implemented on a point solution basis. They're solving a particular problem at a particular point in time. And although they're all amazing solutions, it's causing a problem and various sprawl throughout the organization. And that sprawl is actually what's leading to or a major cause of these companies, and you're maybe in this similar boat, that is keeping you from moving into that modernized or digitally transformed version of the place that you're striving to get to. And so what I wanted to talk about today is really kind of illustrating what we're seeing out there. This is an example, and as the title says, does this look anything like your environment? And what we're hearing from our customers over and over again is, yes, this looks exactly like our environment, or this is nothing compared to our environment. So what I wanted to talk about is where NGINX comes into play is we are over and over and over again taking customers with this kind of complexity and giving them the ability to be able to look at the NGINX platform and the F5 platforms to remove some of this complexity. So we're able to take you from what you're looking at here as maybe a more common environment with all the major complexity and the tremendous amount of overspending on tools and the duplicate processes and all the people it takes and the lack of visibility. And through the NGINX application platform, along with our merger and integration efforts with F5, we're able to provide a platform that becomes the foundation that your company needs at so many different levels in order to achieve some of that future state that you're trying to get to. And so this is just an example, but we're doing this over and over again, and we're seeing a tremendous amount of value. We're taking it from what we just saw to something more similar to what we're seeing here. The thing I would like to point out here is that NGINX can still solve your particular use case scenarios, and we can help you build on top of your existing F5 infrastructure or really kind of help you build out a foundation for all of these things and implement them as needed where you're going to get the biggest return. But I want to stress that what we're seeing over and over again in the field is that our solutions are removing a tremendous amount of cost and complexity and overspending, and not to mention just time. And then the other major advantage that we're bringing to the table is allowing companies to be able to move at a much faster pace into that modernized architecture and the digitally transformed versions of the organization that they're trying to get to. And so I appreciate the time today. Again, my name is Jason Ashton. Thank you for watching. I would love to hear from you if you have any questions or you'd like to have us teach you a little bit more about the NGINX platform or learn a little bit more about your environment. Thanks for watching.